I am here with Calvin Henderson, who is a brilliant artist, as you can see the artwork around.
Okay.
How's it going for you so far here at the Expo?
It's been great. I really enjoy coming to Philadelphia anytime to exhibit, either to sell my art, and everybody in Philadelphia, they welcome me, and I really enjoy it. I really do.
So from an artist standpoint, what do you get out of being here at this Expo every year?
What I get out of it really is just the feel of people just coming and just enjoying your art, and not just to purchase art, just to feel them, as they excite themselves for what they feeling within them, and it's a great thing when they do purchase, but it's all right when they don't. Just to come out and enjoy it, because it's a fantastic thing that happens only once a year in Philadelphia, which is absolutely great for the people of Philadelphia.
15 years. This is the 15th year, and this is the nation's largest African-American art expo. What do you attribute that success to, mostly?
I guess it must be, we used to say it was the education that October Gallery tried to give its customers, and as we tried to migrate a customer, beginning them with maybe a print and eventually getting them to buy an original. But now I'm beginning to think that it's probably the education of Mercer, me and Mercer, and really what people have taught us over time. And what that is they've taught us what they like, they've taught us how they like it, they've taught us that they want variety, and they like change, and at the same time they like the stability of being able to count on an event that's coming every year. People have told us, look, I save my money every year to come to this event, and they're proud to have us do it and have it here for them. And so all in all, what we've learned, or some of what we've learned, is that it's important to be here for people. It's important to have events like this because the community, it's important for them.
It is an experience. The artwork drives it. The artists drive it. As you know, it's free to get in. So the artists are really the people who drive this event. But what we really are wrapping all this around, the art, the auctions, people coming here, the whole experience. We sort of taken art and wrapped romance around it. It's the romance, that's what we call it. Now what's the romance? Sometimes you really can't put your finger on it. I know they used to ask Berry Gordy up at Motown, what's the Motown sound? And he would just go da-dee-da-dee-da-dee-da-dee. It's something sometimes you really can't put your finger on. We just know that what people say to us, how can you measure? How is this event a success? And it's a success to me when people walk in and say, as soon as I walked in the door, I felt it. We don't know what they're feeling. It's just they're feeling the experience. And all that is being driven by African American art, and that's what makes us very proud.
I'm Ernie Barnes from Los Angeles, California. I've been asked to make a general statement about my work, which is something I don't normally do. I leave that up to others. This is my first time here at the Philadelphia Art Expo, and I'm enjoying the experience very much, meeting people I haven't seen in years. So I would recommend everybody to come out and have a good time at this affair.
Hi, I'm Roy Campbell. I'm here at the October Gallery Art Festival. Every year, a weekend is free to the public. Bring your family, bring your friends, and come see artists over from around the country that's introducing you to new arts and new works.
This is such a community event, too. There are so many people just in Philadelphia who become involved in it and look forward to it every year. How important is that aspect of it?
Well, I think that's everything, really. I think that the community is important. I think the culture is important. The culture is a living, breathing thing. And it's from the culture that people understand who they are, how they do things, and they understand their own rhythms. And we're familiar with that because as people of color, we understand pattern and we understand color, and we find it in everything we do. We find the way we walk and the way we talk and the way we create things in art, in music, and the way we do our clothing. We find it in everything. The way we wear our hair, do we wear it to the left or to the right, or the length, the long and the short of it, and everything. So that when we find those things, we also find those kinds of things. We know that the community grows out of the culture. And because the culture is living and breathing as the people are, it changes over time. And it is not a stagnant thing. And the community then becomes that thing from which something like October Gallery can evolve.
It's been a great experience. There's so much talent here. It's very inspiring to be around.
I just wanted to introduce my new series. It's called Love Trilogy. It's a set of 3 oil paintings on wood, and I just wanted to capture it's kind of a short story in essence.
I am here with Carl Perrin, and you are the exhibitor here. Beautiful, beautiful artwork. Tell me about your company.
Well, Angela, thank you so much. Angela, we are publishers and distributors of fine art. We represent the work of about 7 artists that we work with and been working with for about 5 years now. And as you can see, it's just a wide range of just beautiful, colorful, interesting work. We have prints, we have originals, and this year we did something different. We got a lot of complaints last year about us not having any holiday items. So we had some of our artists come up with holiday wreaths.
Tell me about this piece of work over your right shoulder. Everyone is talking about it. Tell me about Reaching for the Stars.
Reaching for the Star is a very powerful piece, and what it is trying to, it depicts women. It's actually saying that all women, regardless of class, color, race, are aiming, aspiring to reach for the stars in their jobs. They want to be promoted. They want to break the glass ceiling. So that is a very powerful piece.
Janice, what are you doing here at the Expo?
I'm looking for some art. You know, I don't have a single piece of original art on my walls. And, you know, it's time. And I'm looking and I'm thinking and I'm trying to see what it is I like and, you know, see if maybe this will be the time I take that step.
We talk about the regular person. One of the things that we've done, and we've talked back and forth, should we charge at the show? Should it be free? And at one time I was like, well, it's this very expensive show. I think we really have to do it. And Mercer has always maintained we can't do that. And one of the reasons that we can't do it is because the show is for everyone, and a show can never be for everyone. As soon as you start to charge, it means somebody can't come in.
George Knock, how are you doing?
I'm doing fine, Angela. How you doing?
It's always wonderful to see you here every year. Tell us about, first of all, tell me about this sculpture and what made you do that one.
Okay, this piece is definitely something that came from within, and I just needed a stimulus to do it. And one preacher came to me and said, George, have you ever thought about doing Christ? I would like to see it. And as soon as he said it, I said, oh, I know how to do that. I have the perfect thing for you. And it was in my mind prior to him asking me. And so when he came up with the impetus, it sort of stimulated me to do the piece. And I knew I wanted to do it without having to cross because it's all implied, but I wanted to make it a piece for all people in all seasons.
I'll give you $50. Who'll give me 60? I have 50. Who'll give me 60? I have 60 in the back. 60, 70 cents. 60's in the back. Can I get 70? I have 60. Can I get 70? 60. Can I get 70? I have 70. 70, 80 cents. I have 70. Who'll give me 80? I have 70. You're picking your nose. Is that a bid? I have 70. Who'll give me 80?
Well, the auction aspect is really about education. What we can do here, we have an opportunity to educate people as well as try to sell the artwork. So we're sort of trading it off. We're saying, come to the auction, we'll have some fun, it has entertainment value, as well as you'll get something at a reasonable price. But while we're doing it, we talk about this is a serigraph, this is a limited edition. Sometimes we invite the artist in, as you well know, and they'll say a few words about it. So you're getting a lot done in a short period of time, and it's entertaining. And again, it all plays into our tagline of connecting art with people.
3,800 twice, seated over here. Give them a round of applause.
Tell me how it is so far here at the Expo. Are you having a good time?
Actually could not ask for a better time, without a doubt.
Have you bought a lot of artwork, or have you kind of eyed some things that you're going to buy?
My cousin's bought quite a bit.
Yeah. I'm here with artist Kevin Wack, who is, you've been exhibiting here for a few years now, haven't you?
It's my third year.
Yeah?
Third year, yeah.
And how's it going so far?
It's been great. It's been great. The people are very, responsive. And it's a very cultural city, and they just really support the work well.
People are in love with your work. What do they say? What are some of the comments that you get?
It just strikes an emotion to them. It's from my soul, and it's directly to theirs, so they're feeling it, yeah.
I'm here with Tom McKinney, very acclaimed artist who has been coming to this expo for how many years now?
5 years.
Wow. Mm-hmm. Now, obviously, this is a good thing for you.
Yeah, I enjoy the people, and we travel together, most of us. We run into each other at different shows. So when we get here, it's like old homecoming week,
That's nice.
Yeah.
I met Mercer and Evelyn back in the early 80s, and I've been with them ever since. And the fact that they put together this magnificent show which with my help, bringing in many artists. As you can see, it's grown by leaps and bounds.
I'm here with Woodrow Nash. You've been an exhibitor here for a few years, haven't you?
4 years to be exact.
And how's it going for you this year?
Very good. Every time I come to Philadelphia, well, first I have a large client base, and I'm always trying to change, and my work is evolving, so there's a great interest in what I'm doing here. Shows are always great.
There's a child here. What is that made out of?
Everything is made of clay. There's different forms of clay. There's the earthenware, there's the stoneware, and then there's the porcelain. So this particular piece that we're looking at here, the Nubian Dancer, that's a stoneware piece that is oxidizing. By oxidizing, I mean rusting. It's on a steel plate, and it's all rusting together, and it gives it a very interesting patina, metallic, kind of a cast iron look.
Yeah. Tell me about some of the other pieces, the porcelain pieces.
Well, first of all, this technique that I'm using and developing, I call African Nouveau. It's a term that I coined after doing a lot of research on what they were doing during the 15th century in Southwest Africa, which was called Benin, and I'm combining that with 18th century French Nouveau. I always was interested in the organic flow of the Nouveau period.
As you all can see, I am standing here next to the great Annie Lee, who has a line around the corner. I mean, she's so busy, I don't even want to stop her to get a quick sound bite, but if she will talk to me for just a moment. Annie, tell me, you have been coming to this expo for years. What is the best part other than you're selling out the place?
Meeting the people. That's me. Yeah, that's the best one. No, for me, it's meeting you. That's the best part of it all. And they're the ones that keep me going.
I am here with June and Colin Thompson from Zimbabwe Galleries, right?
That's correct. Yeah.
You have beautiful, beautiful work. Tell me how it's going for you here at the Expo.
Well, this has been a tremendous show so far. I think at this point I would say that we have superseded our total sales of last year, and we still have a day and a half to go. We've been with the organization now into our 6th year, and I can't imagine us not participating in the future, but it's been tremendous. The response has been wonderful.
This has been a tremendous opportunity for me. I don't get a chance to come on the East Coast as much as most of the other people who live out here. But I can say one thing about the East Coast. It has a large concentration of collectors, more so on the West Coast, so it's always a privilege for me to come out here. As you can see, we've had great success. We have worked this show not only on the foothills of Mercer, but on the foothills of a lot of other artists. We've capitalized on a lot of situations here in Philadelphia in terms of advertising. So all those things that we have done has paid off, and we've had some great success. The first Friday was a record. We were on a record pace in terms of sales. Saturday, we surpassed last year in terms of sales, and already this morning, Sunday morning, we've hit some record figures in terms of sales. So, hats off to Mercer and the October Gallery staff. I can't say enough about what he has accomplished in this event.
We find that sponsors that we're talking to have the same goals, the same visions that we have. They believe in family, they believe in community, they mean not just community in terms of mother, father, sister, brother, but community in terms of business. Business has a community. You're partners. We have a concept of what we want, you have a concept of what you want, and we sit down and try to decide how can we achieve this together. And Angela, you hear me say this quite often, we're a small gallery that puts on this huge event, and the only way you can do it is through partnership. And that's why we reach out to sponsors who are of like mind, who think like we think, who want some of the same kinds of things that we want, and then we sit down and say, okay, how can we achieve this? How can it be a win-win for both of us? And I think that that has helped us. And
this is a special market. It's a special market because we have gathered together 70% women, certain income levels. Even though we say everybody comes, it works out that we have certain levels of college education, we have certain levels of income, we have 70% women. These kinds of statistics, we want them to understand. And with that understanding, we say our customer is your customer. And if they take the time to examine if what we say is the case, we find that we can be partners and we can all benefit.